welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel. That would really mean so much to me. I would really appreciate it. And if you're not new here, welcome back. Happy Friday. Today's video is going to be a series recommendation video. And the series I'm going to recommend to you is Immortal Coven. The Immortal Coven series by Amara Rae. I love this series so much. I discovered it thanks to Jen at the Book Refuge. And I thought it would be a fun idea because the sixth book, Necrosis, is coming out real soon. So I thought it would be a good idea to do a series review. And I'm part of Amara Rae's ARC team, and she has been feeling under the weather, her and her family. So I thought it would cheer her up if I did a dedicated series recommendation video. The first book in the Immortal Coven series is Lifeblood. And if you don't know let me tell you what the Immortal Coven series is about. It's about a coven of witches, but they're half-bloods because their mothers are witches, but their fathers are something else: werewolves, warlocks, berserkers. And in this world, in Amara Rae's world, the species are not supposed to intermingle with one another. So the Immortal Coven is witches filled with hybrids, and the government and other covens wants to destroy them, because as I said, a coven is not supposed to intermingle with other species, so they're under attack from every which way. And this series is about them trying to fight their enemies and them finding their true mates along the way. The first book I want to mention is Lifeblood. And this is about Colette and Malachi. No, his name is Malachi or Mackie. I don't remember. I read the book back in January, but his name is Mackie for short. But Colette is a life witch, and Mackie is half warlock, half demon. And they meet when Mackie is a half warlock, half berserker. He's a berserker, not a demon. Under attack, and everybody's fighting, and Colette gets captured by the enemy warlocks, and it is Mackie's job to torture her about how to get the shields down and that protects her coven. And so they assign Mackie as her torturer. But they find out that, but Mackie and Colette soon find out that they are mates, because when he is torturing her, he is interrogating her for information. He uses coercion, and anytime he does something bad to her, he feels it also. So he feels her feelings. Though they discover they are true mates, and when Mackie discovers that, he has to grovel, because how is she gonna forgive him when he tortured her? And he does grovel in his own way, and it's their story. It's about them trying to accept the fact that they're mates, because they were very confused. How can they be mates when he's a warlock and she's a witch?
I forgot to mention
was supposed to torture her.
The Immortal Coven
They are
series
not
is
supposed to be mates,
spicy.
but they are. The next book I want to recommend to you, book 2, is Hydrous. And in this book we follow Naya and Finn. Naya is the coven leader to the Immortal Coven. And we start off the book when Naya's coven was called in front of the Immortal Council, and then when she gets there, people are ambushing the coven, like there is a fight, and Naya uses her powers because she is a half fae, half witch, because her mother was a witch and her father is a fae, and she catches the attention of the spring court king, who is also a fae. His name is Finn, and Finn, he got this prophecy that a half witchling is supposed to lead him to his mate, and he thinks that is Naya, and so he makes a deal with Naya for Naya to help Finn find his mate, and then he'll help her coven with their enemies against. He'll help the coven fight their enemies if she helps Finn find his mate. Of course, something happens that makes Finn realizes, wait, the prophecy was wrong. Naya is my mate, and also Naya realizes Finn is her fated mate when something happens with her powers. But Naya is very reluctant to be with Finn because she knows he has to stay with the Spring Court, and Naya doesn't want to leave her coven members. Also, because her father is the Winter Prince, and he's the enemy to the Spring Court. So she's also keeping that a secret from him. So far, Hydrous is still my favorite because it involves Fae. I'm a big Sarah J. Maas fan, so anything involving the Fae will automatically be my favorite. Book 3, we have Inferno. And Inferno, we follow Willow with a half witch. I can't remember what other half she is, but I know her powers is fire. So she's a fire witch. And in this book, Willow tries to get the berserkers to help. There's this clan called Berserkers, and she tries to get the Berserkers to help her coven against their enemies. And Mackie from Lifeblood Book 1, he is a half warlock, half berserker, and his cousin is Toric, and he's the berserker leader, and Willow wants Mackie to set up a meeting with her and Toric. But when they get there, Mackie is immediately taken away because he's not a full berserker, he's only a half berserker. So Willow has to meet with Toric alone, but in order for her to meet with the berserker leader, she has to enter this arena of games, and she has to win 3 fights against her opponents in order to see the Toric, the leader of the berserkers. But she said okay, but she has to wear these rings that dampen her powers, her fire power, and the first fight she faces against the berserker, she was so mad that even the dampeners couldn't do anything. Like, you could see like a blue fire like coming off her body. And after that fight, she gets the attention of Toric. So he orders her to, after every fight, to sleep in his chambers. So Willow and Toric find out they are fated mates, but there is a problem because
Toric is also a version hero.
Willow can't leave her coven, not when they are fighting a war, because in the previous book, you have to read these books in order. In the first book, you'll see that Willow carries a lot of guilt because of what her mother did to the coven. So, Toric and Willow are at an impasse, even though they're mates. They want to decide what is best for them. So that's their story. Next we have Zephyr. And Zephyr is about Greer and Alexei. And Greer is a half-witch, half-wolf shifter. And Alexei is a pack leader of a werewolf clan. And Alexei has been always there to help Greer's pack, Greer's witch coven. But Greer knows Alexei is her mate because when she was in heat the time she was in heat and Alexei was there to help her, Greer asked Alexei to bite her, but he says no, that he's already engaged to someone, but Greer's like, how can this be? You're my favorite mate. You can't be engaged to someone else. So Alexei rejects her, but everything is not what it seems, because if you read the previous books, you'll know why Alexei had to reject Greer, and something happens where Greer has to follow Alexei to his pack. Because they need help. And Greer and Alexei's story is about Alexei trying to win back Greer's forgiveness. He has to grovel and tell her the reason why he rejected her in the first place. Because there's a very good reason, but Greer doesn't know that. The last book I want to recommend to you is Terrene. And now we have Cassandra.
Terrene is probably the one with the lowest spice rating, because
Cassandra and her demon.
Cassandra has to get over her past trauma of sexual assault. And
Greer,
the demon prince helps her with that. I forgot to mention that.
Greer and Cassandra are opposites because Greer came from a loving pack, like her pack treated her right. But Greer's pack did not. It was a very dark place for her, and in this book, Cassandra makes a deal with a demon prince, if if he helps her pack free one of her coven sisters, she'll do whatever he wants. And it's time for Cassandra to pay their demon prince back. So she agrees to stay with him for like a month, but the thing with that the demon prince is he knows that Cassandra is his mate, but he also knows he has to go really slow with her because of her traumatic past. So the demon prince tries to get Cassandra to see that she's beautiful despite her scars on her body, and that he'll get revenge on her coven. Not her coven. He'll get revenge on her old wolf pack, like her father's wolf pack, because her father's wolf pack did not treat her right. So he promised her to get revenge on her father. And the thing with Cassandra is, unlike her other coven sisters, she cannot use her powers very well. So in this book, Cassandra really comes into her own. She starts opening up about herself. She starts becoming braver, and the demon prince helps Cassandra do that, and he helps her control her powers. But the demon prince has an ulterior motive. He wants to open the portal to the demon realm, to Earth. He wants to destroy the humans. So the demon prince has to decide what's more important, his loyalty to his demon family or his fated mate. This story was so cute. Terrene was book 5. Book 6 is called Necrosis, and Necrosis didn't come out yet. It's Eva's story and an angel. Eva is a half witch, half siren, and it's a captive, but Eva is the one that does the capturing because she held an angel hostage, and it's their romance, Eva and the angel. Those are all the books in Amara Rae's Immortal Coven series. Please check them out. I really love them. All her books are in KU. If you like Immortals After Dark by Cressley Cole, I'll have a feeling you'll really like this one. You still have time to catch up on the series. That's it for my video for today. I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. Please leave a comment down below if you're interested in reading Amara Rae's books. They are very good.